Jesus is the only name you know. Jesus is the only name you know. What's going on, family? Welcome back. Shabbat Shalom to you on this blessed Sabbath. I pray y'all are doing well as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, all praise and worship. Thank you, Yahushua, who hung, bled, and died. Video response back to you, Mr. Treve. And this is not a video to debate, argue, none of that. I'm just answering questions and getting out of the way. According to who you are, how you was raised, and your belief, you're going to always have an ongoing argument, debate about the names of the Most High, the names of Yahushua. I told you, I've done so much research, and every video, even my old videos, it don't matter what name I've used on here, somebody got a problem with it. Don't say Jesus, don't say Yahushua, don't say God, don't say Elohim, don't say the Most High. And to answer your question, what I believe that the issue is that most people get so caught up in titles. And remember, the Most High said, I am not a respecter of person. And just like when people say Christ is not his name. Christ is a title. And it's sure not his last name. I've heard all my life, Christians especially, that's his last name, man, it's Christ. And first of all, like I've been saying for years, they was not speaking in English back then. That's why I was talking about the Ethiopian Bible so much and how the name, see, not only did the lands get changed, the names get changed, the names like Africa got changed, they changed everything. And for the Hebrew, or for the Israelite, for the chosen, it's always been the way it was wrote back then. In whatever language you want to say, Aramaic, you want to say Latin, you got Greek, you got Hebrew, etc., etc. So it comes a problem in our day's time, and it's been going on for years. That's why I've always said, even when you say God, God is a title, not his name. And most people I know, they get so caught in the title, they think it's the name. And that's why I think that was me and Brother Dexter, correct me if I'm wrong, when they say Jesus is the only name I know, sweetest name I know, well, speak for yourself. That's the only name you know. And that's the only name that matters to you. And that's all you care about. So my thing with that is stop criticizing and knocking other people because they're not using the name Jesus no more. Or if they've been studying and they want to give him his given Hebrew name, or you got this ongoing argument, don't call him Yahushua. Don't call him Jesus. Don't you say Yahushua. Don't say Hamashiach. Don't say that. Just say Jesus. You do what you do. If that makes sense. There's so many people trying to change somebody on, well, I don't say Jesus. Well, if that's the only name you know, Jesus, keep using Jesus. If that's what works for you, use Jesus. But stop knocking the man that's saying this and the Hamashiach. And if this person don't want to say God no more, they want to say Elohim. And then see, the problem was these English translations once again. Because when you keep studying, Elohim means more than one God in other translations. So it's an ongoing argument and battle that people are going to continue to do. I want to respond back with this one because when people tell me, I say, it's like when I say Yahushua, why you saying Yahushua? To the Christians, they're going to say, why you saying that? What's wrong with Jesus? It ain't nothing wrong. It's you do what you do. See, people that's coming out of Christianity, they starting to wake up and be like, a lot of stuff that they was taught was just really tradition of men. It was tradition of men and just being caught on religion. So I tell people all the time, you do what works for you. You don't see me on there having arguments with people. Now, people always don't, most times people got a problem with me saying the Most High. Say, man, you give me, don't say, man, say God, don't say Most High. Really? What do you say? That's why when people respond to me with these emails and man, I'm tired of you saying the Most High, bro. Just like a long time ago, I think that was about maybe 10 years ago, somebody was talking about, man, stop saying the Most High, because they don't like the term the Most High. Well, even the King James Bible lists the name the Most High. What did I just say? There go that title again. Notice I said name on purpose. Then I said there go that title again. Christ. That's why when the older people that start changing the way they talk, they would say Jesus the Christ instead of saying Jesus Christ. Because even back then, they started learning that's not his last name. Let me stop saying that. So let me say, I'll never forget this old man said, I started saying the Christ. And he would put some power in it, the Christ. So the thing is, the Most High knows the heart. So the thing is, most people, when they change and start coming out of the Christianity teachings, see, I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to find too many Hebrew brothers that's going to say Jesus. You're not. You're not going to find too many people that study the Ethiopian Bible going to say Jesus. Or you start talking about ISIS. Because from studying, this is the part they give me, most people that got a problem with it, they know it's no letter J in the Hebrew alphabet. But yet instead, they want to hold an argument. They know I did study it. Yeah, I studied it. It wasn't no letter J's in the Hebrew alphabet. So why you mad at the president ain't using the J? Yeah, I tell you, man, it's so stupid to me what a lot of people doing. But then a lot of the stuff is ignorance also. There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. So I just wanted to respond back to your email to share with everybody because I just saw a comment the other day. And my response back, if you know what you know, you would even really be asking me that question, because anybody knows from looking at my older videos, you'll see me where I change from saying God, and I start saying the Most High. I start saying the Most High Yahuwah. You'll hear me, you hear me in old videos, I'm talking about the old videos saying Jesus. You'll hear me saying the Christ. You hear me saying Yahshua. You'll hear me sometimes saying Yahshua the HaMashiach. So Yahweh, a lot of people don't say Yahweh. You don't hear me say Jehovah too much. But the thing is, these are most of the things that you're hearing are they just titles, not the name. Y'all remember I probably did 3 or 4 videos talking about why did Sariah call Abram Lord? Because Lord is it's authority. She wasn't saying that Abraham was over the Most High. She was just saying, that's my authority. That's my husband. He's in charge. He's over me. He's the big deal. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear Lord, because Lord also mean what? Come on, y'all. Don't it also mean bow? So when you start looking at these things and you put 2 and 2 together, you realize why some people are going to change what they're saying and then some is not. It's just the more you study, you'll come out of a lot of stuff that you were saying and doing, and then some people are going to just continue to stay in tradition. So that's why everybody that's on my page, when they respond back, whether they saying, just like Brother Steve will say, Ahia is his name. You don't see me have a problem with none of that. Whether I say, you hear me say the Most High Yahuwah, and you hear Steve E say Ahia is his name. I don't have no problem with that because I know what he means by Ahia. So you got to realize in daytime, what was they calling him? See, the English, they wasn't talking in English back then. What was they calling him then? So that's why when you see people to this day talking about his name is Jesus, sweetest name I know. That's the only name I know. I don't care about no other name. Well, speak for yourself. You can't speak for everybody. That's the only name you know, and that's the only name you care about. Not to take nothing away from you or everybody else that's doing it, but stop trying to criticize people that's saying HaMashiach and everything else. That's your belief. That's your thing. So that's the way I look at it. When you ask me, Jay, how do you handle that? Man, I got that in my family, bro. I just keep it moving, man. The thing is, the Most High knows our heart. Like I said in the other comment, he knows our heart, and that's all that matters. You don't have to try to prove nothing to mankind, man, because it's going to always be confusion with mankind. So with that being said, man, y'all finish having a wonderful, blessed day. Shabbat Shalom.